Hello everyone, Mighty Benaya here. Don't worry, no song this time. Just wanted to share with you kind of where I was at because the last video that I recorded, my plan was to go to war with Chile, and that is not what happened. So let me real quick change to, we'll do nation colors so we can kind of see what's going on. I was about to attack Chile along with my buddy down here who is dearly departed, no longer with us, and Belgium up here. And Belgium didn't launch the attack. And I questioned him, and I questioned Peru as my buddy. I questioned Peru, and I said, what's going on? Why aren't we moving? And I said, I'm not going to move by myself because if I attack Chile, I'm dead by myself. And ended up kind of switching sides a little bit. I've stayed pretty much neutral during the whole thing. I've not gained any territories whatsoever because I've stayed neutral, but I also haven't been absolutely decimated. And here's what I figured out in this game. In this game, I really should have moved day one and taken some of these double spaces, right? Because now I'm in a position where I have one of the strongest, well, several days ago I had one of the strongest armies because my army hasn't moved or done anything. I have really good morale, but I don't really have the ability to push anywhere because I'm surrounded by guys that are much bigger than me, that have much more resource production than me. So here's where I've kind of landed on what I'm going to do for this particular game. I am right next to this point, this capture point. And I think that I'm going to make myself a little bit of a Switzerland. And I'll go into that a little bit more here in a minute. But I think that I am going to try to make sure that nobody wins the game with this point. That is my only goal, right? If somebody else wins because they take the other two, and let's see, there's one here, right? And then there's one up here that's held by Nepal, which is odd. But as long as of those 3 points, the victor doesn't have this one, I have won. I'm going to remain neutral, but I'm going to keep the game going as long as I can as a small, neutral Switzerland type nation. Now, something that happened a little bit ago, I had right away with a lot of people around me, and that's dissipated. They're not attacking me as of right now. We are on friendly terms for the most part, but I had several individuals go through my land to attack the other person, and so everybody was asking for right-of-ways with me. And you can see that I've got 5 open trades for right-of-way or share map or something. Because they didn't want to be attacked by somebody without the option to retaliate. And it got to the point where I had to go over to everybody and say, listen, like I don't want you crossing my land to attack this other player because you're drawing me into this war. We're going to have a war in the middle of my territory, and that's not okay. So I canceled the right-of-way verbally before canceling it in the game, like removing the actual right-of-way. And then to the individuals that I revoked right-of-way verbally, I said, okay, listen, I appreciate your cooperation. I am not going to remove it in-game because I want to, like as an act of goodwill, I want you to see that I'm not coming after you. I just don't want to be dragged in the middle of this war. So you can still have right-of-way. Don't come into my territory to attack through it. And one person said, yeah, that's fine. I appreciate your willingness to keep that up. And then the other person said, go ahead and just remove it so that I don't forget. And that's where we're at with a couple of the different right-of-ways. And I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay neutral. I'm going to build up my army. So right now I have 5 artillery pieces, right, sitting here in the Mountains of Madness. And I'm building up cav, I'm building up Here's more artillery. I'm apparently building up to a level 4 factory, which I didn't realize I was doing, so that I can continue pumping out artillery to be ready whenever the time comes. I am not the largest army, as you can see by just Chile's army on my map, right? He's got 267, 5 artillery, which are damaged, 42 armored cars. That's a load of armored cars. I barely have any armored cars. But I am in a decent position to sway the battlefield. And that's kind of where I want to stay in this game. I don't know how many more times I'm going to upload on this game, but it's been a blast interacting with all of the different people here. It has been fun figuring out fun songs to sing. I may come up with another one. I may not. We'll just see how it goes. But that's all that I have for now. Soli Deo Gloria, and I'll see you next time.